So Victoria, excuse me, bloody hell, as soon as I start recording I start getting a cough. Victoria Wood died of cancer I think it was today or yesterday. I wasn't really a fan, I must say I wasn't a fan of Victoria Wood, but I did know of her. I've seen her in like various sitcoms and comedy shows and stuff like that. So I was reading up on it and it says she was a vegetarian, which just goes to show that, it's one of the, it's not a healthy diet. Being a vegetarian is not a healthy diet because when you give up meat, you kind of substitute your meat for cheese and dairy and eggs. So you pound the dairy, and dairy is like notoriously bad for health, and it causes a lot of breast cancers, colon cancers, prostate cancer in men. It's pretty terrible stuff for food. I don't see it as human food. Meat and dairy and eggs, I don't see that as human food. So it doesn't surprise me that a lot of people die of cancer from eating dairy and meat and eggs. But there's just one little thing I did see in here. It was, he said Wood attended Quaker meetings and was a vegetarian, once remarking, and I quote, I am all for killing animals and turning them into handbags. I just don't want to have to eat them. It's quite a nasty thing to say about animals. It's not a nice thing to say. I was quite surprised with that. I'm quite surprised that someone who's a vegetarian says something like that about animals, because normally when you're a vegetarian, you're kind of doing it for the animals, like I did when I was a vegetarian. I didn't know about the aspects of being a vegetarian. Like it's still a very cruel, in fact, probably more cruel than just eating meat. And if I'd have known, how cruel the vegetarian industry was, the meat and dairy and egg industry was, I would have gone vegan. But it's quite strange for a vegetarian to say something like that. I'm all for killing animals and turning them into handbags. I just don't want to have to eat them. That's a weird thing to say. Anyway, that's it. That's just a small vid. And thanks for watching. See you in the next vid. Bye-bye.